We're back. But yeah, it was really nice. Really nice. Yeah, much needed. And when I went to the bar, oh, by the way, I spilled water all over my laptop. So hopefully it works. Oh, it works. Let's go. I left it in my bag, and the bottle, there was a water bottle in my bag, and the bottle popped open and soaked my bag, and it got my whole laptop all wet. But it works. That's good news. But yeah, dude, so what a courage. Yeah, I went to the bar, and this guy was like letting me try this new shot, right? Or the shot that he had. And it's literally tastes like mint. You know those Listerine strips? It was literally a Listerine strip. No, it didn't taste like alcohol at all, and it was 35%. And I was just vibing. It was nice. One sec, I gotta show you guys this. Look at those birds, dude. Flying. And then look at that. It's like pink and stuff. It just looks like this place is named Santorini. You know what I'm saying? Like if I went on the map and they said, name this place, I think I would say that's Santorini. Just gorgeous, eh? Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it looks like a desert. Oh. But yeah, I'm gonna go live for a bit. The bar closes at 12. I'm gonna go back down there. It was nice. I was talking. I might start going to the bar more. I don't even have to drink a lot. Have a couple drinks, chill with people. The bar is a vibe, dude. The bar is a vibe. I was meeting so many people and stuff. I felt so good. Yeah, man. So, I'm gonna go back down there after. But I'm so full. I had salmon. I had salmon cream cheese. I had a sandwich with salmon, cream cheese, and salmon, cream cheese, and sorry, this girl's going for a run right now, and holy shit. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Wow. You know when you just appreciate beauty so much? Like, do you ever just look at beauty and are you just like, damn, thank God for that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even like you need to like do anything with them. It's just kind of like, oh, that was really nice. Yeah, I'm starting to get to that stage of life, you know, where like you really appreciate the small things. Dude, that's the weirdest thing about getting older, guys. Me being 26 years old, it's pretty sketchy that like I'm actually starting to appreciate the small things now. And that is weird to me. Like back in my day, when I was young, even 21, 22, 23, bro, I didn't appreciate any, like I did, but like, I was so focused on what's next. Like I wasn't really appreciating the beauty and like the small things in my life. And now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to. And it feels good. It feels better for sure, but it also sucks at the same time. Because you think life is so much like better than it is when you're young. And then you get older and you're like, life's kind of shit. Diane, thank you. Life's not shit, I'm just joking. But you know when reality slaps you and you're like, fuck. Yeah, that's what's kind of happening to me lately. Reality slapping me and I'm like, fuck. Dude, even seeing all those hot people, I'm like, dude, I'm sitting there thinking I'm the hottest person ever, which I am. But like, I'm looking at, dude, there's so many hot people. There's so many people grinding on their life. There's so many people working hard in their life. Like, dude, there's so many people that are fucking working like crazy. Like, you have to realize, like, I lived in a small town my whole life. So it was like you get the odd hot people, whatever, but it wasn't like everyone was like, you know what I'm saying? But then when you start traveling and stuff, you start realizing like the competition is just higher. Like it's just there's so many people that are working their ass off, dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it makes you feel like, oh shit. Like you know what I mean? Like I'd be worried about my ex-girlfriend, let's say, or my girlfriend at the time, seeing hot guys, and then I go travel the world and I'm like, okay, there's no point of worrying because there's hot guys everywhere. Like literally, like there's good looking guys everywhere. Literally. Like studs everywhere. It's just crazy to me, bro. It's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I was the only hot guy in the world, but that's just not the case. Mary, thank you. Irene, thank you. Hot guys and girls everywhere, yeah. Damn, life is pretty trippy. You know, when you start seeing how big life is, it's kind of crazy. You know, when you're from a small town, you think life's just small. You know what I mean? Like you look at life as just like, I'm gonna grow up in my small town, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have a girlfriend, I'm gonna do what, blah 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 blah, right? Like you think it's just this like little bubble that like you own the world type shit, right? And then you get older, and then you're like, and you start traveling the world, and you're like, oh my god, there's a whole world out there. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, sometimes I wish there was not a whole world out there, though. I wish the world was a bit smaller. Kind of makes you feel less valuable. When you see how big the world actually is, it kind of makes you feel less valuable in a way. Because it's like, like you think you're so special until you see the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Then you're kind of like, yeah. Yeah, it's humbling. Stephanie, thank you. It's amazing that I got to see it, yeah. And it's like, you know what? I look at it this way. If you're ever going through a rough time, realize that that's the energy to give you the motivation to be the best version of yourself. So it's like, yeah, you go through these things, you go through these humbling experiences, you grow and whatever, but that's the energy that you need to like use to be like a person that you've never thought you could be. You know what I mean? So it's like that experience you see from all over the world is exactly what you need to get to like the best version of yourself. So in reality, it's a blessing. You know? The massage was good, except how nervous I was, but like it was really good. And it's kind of awkward sometimes, you know? Because you only have a towel over your junk. So it's kind of awkward when it's like, she's like rubbing between your thighs and stuff, you know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, like, I want to go to town. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to Pound Town. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard to hold, like, you're kind of like, fuck, dude. Like that feel, yeah. Anyway, it's hard, bro. It gets hard. You know, it can be difficult sometimes. Honestly, though. It's like kind of awkward. But it's good, though. I was like, and then she's like, like, I don't think she knew, but I'm like, I'm kind of nervous. And she's like, it's okay. Is this your first massage? And I'm like, yeah. I just said yeah. And she's like, that's okay. It's normal. I'm like, okay. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, she knew definitely because, like, you'd have to be blind. But no, it wasn't like I was like, what you guys are thinking. It was like semi. You know what I'm saying? I was like semi excited a little bit. It was kind of nerve wracking. It was like, fuck. But whatever. But I got through it. Tappers, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't like full blown ready to go. But it was good though. It was good. It was like, it was relaxing. It was relaxing. It was relaxing. And then after the massage, I went in the steam room and just chilled in the steam room. That was so nice. And I was just laying back, chilling in the steam room. And then after that, I went in the sauna. And then I went in the shower. And I was just chilling, dude. It was nice, bro. And then I was like, I might be back tomorrow. She's like, yeah, come back tomorrow. It's just my hot friend doing it. But she didn't actually say that, but she's like, it's just my friend doing it. And this freaking supermodel just comes out of the back. And I'm like, oh, that's tomorrow? Then I'm like, Bill, where's the ATM? You know what I'm saying? But like, no, seriously though, she was a smoke show. The girl, like literally, bro. I was like, okay. And I think she was checking me out. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure she was the hot friend. I think she was checking me out, honestly. I think so. Tappers, thank you. Yeah, so I was like, but dude, honestly guys, I just want to have fun. I'm kind of itching to have fun, man. I feel like it's been so long since I've just had fun. And I'm itching to have fun. Like I've been in a relationship and like I was trying to like you know, get famous and relationship, have like get married, all this like stuff where it's like I wasn't ready for that. So it was just like I feel like I put a pause on my life for a while, trying to like do these things that I wasn't ready for, you know? And I'm like now at a point where I'm like, bro, I just want to live life for a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have fun. Yeah. So I guess it's time to have fun. Thank you. But I think I need a girlfriend, but a side girlfriend. So if any of you want to just be my girlfriend for a side girlfriend, I'll take it. Because I need someone just to cuddle with and like, I need someone to like give me a massage before bed and stuff. Like, I need someone just to like do things for me. You know what I mean? Well, I have fun. So if anyone can just do that for me, that'd be nice. Thanks, guys. Yeah, sure, cook, whatever it is, but I need something like that, you know? Tappers, thank you. Yeah, I need resumes, so please send it to my contact list. No, I'm just joking. There's the runner. Show off. Like Zoolander. Yeah, please send it to the contact at William White. No, I'm just joking. Imagine Bill looks at the phone at the contact. He's like, Will, why do we have 100 girlfriend submits? Are you still on vacation? Yeah, I'm here. So I'm guessing we're just gonna chill here tonight. The bar closes at 11, so I'll leave at like 9:30. I'll leave at like 9. Go check out the bar in like 45 minutes. I'll stay live till then. Then I'll go to the bar till like 11. And then Well, I'll check out the bar, see who's there, and then I'll probably come back live. Right now it's 8:11, and then I'll probably come back live. Hey, well, about the song, yes, let's go. Yeah, killing the song, dude, killing the song. Killing the song. We'll see, bro. You know, sometimes I get like, oh, my dreams are coming true, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, honestly, maybe like I'm just a delusional person. So like, I have two sides to me that I'm like, it's so hard weighing those two sides out. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard sometimes. Yeah. Tappers, thank you. I'm an Aquarius. But for some reason, I can't give up on my dreams. Like, it's like I want my dreams so bad. You know what I mean? You know when you want something so bad that, like, you lose sleep over it? Like, that's me for, like, years. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I just, like, it's like I can't accept, like, being defeated. Like, I need to win. Like, I'm such a competitive person like that. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna do more songs and stuff. Yeah, dream big. It's about not giving up. It's just like, I've been looking at life lately as like, it's been way harder because of growing up. So like, when I was younger, life looked a little bit more, like now it looks more fun, right? But I'm talking dream wise. It's harder to accomplish your dreams as you get older for some reason. Like, I think, I'm looking at it like that. Like, for some reason, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I've been defeated so many times that I'm at a point where it's like I'm tired. Like, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where it's like, damn, like, you think that girl's the one for you and you lose the girl. You think that job's gonna work out and you don't get the job. And then, like, all these things start happening and you're like, you just feel so tired. You're like, am I ever gonna, like, be, like, fully, like, proud and be like, let's go, like, this is my life. You know what I'm saying? Kathy, thank you. So it's so hard sometimes, man. My dream job, I don't know, man. Honestly, I just want to have fun, be a beauty, live my life, and then hopefully good opportunities come. Like, when I became a TikTok famous person, I was just having fun. Like, it wasn't about, like, oh, let's be a TikTok person. Yeah, that was a goal. But in reality, I just loved being hot. I loved working hard, doing landscaping, and I loved talking to people and growing and hanging out with Alex Jacques and just having fun. Like, I loved going to the gym. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just loved doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, that's what I forgot when I got famous. Because it started becoming more about the job than it was about being fun. I don't know if that was the pressure that came with it. I'm not sure. I think it had a lot to do with the pressure. But it became hard to just, like, have fun. Like, it became hard to just, like, yeah, I don't know, honestly. I don't really know. It's pretty hard to put into words, honestly. Yeah, famous, whatever. Like, you can call it whatever, but, you blow up, whatever. Going from nothing to 2 million followers and making $1 million in a year, that's definitely a lot, in news articles all over the world and modeling for an IMG and all these big things. Like, that's definitely a change of your life, right? So, whatever that is, yeah. Right? And pretty quick, too, Tappers, thank you. Biggest regret? That's a hard question. I think I have so many like little regrets that I'm like so it makes you like I wish I did this better, I wish I did this better. But then it's like if I did everything better, I wouldn't be maybe even better. Maybe I'd be even more depressed because I wasn't living as much as I wanted to. So honestly, I look at it just no regrets, but so I don't have a specific biggest regret. There's not something that I can say this is the biggest regret. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that it's like, yeah, there's nothing that it's like, this is the biggest regret in my life. If I had the biggest regret in my life, I would go get help. Like, if I did something super illegal, I would go to the justice system. If I did something super morally bad, I would be working through it through like I would leave social media and be doing, like, I would be doing something about it. You know what I mean? But for me, it's all like minor regrets that you're like, okay, and then you're trying to figure it out, and so you get therapy and you work on yourself and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to say like I have one major regret, no. I tend to focus though on like, but I think the biggest thing, dude, is life is just hard. So as you're getting older and you're striving for your dreams, it just gets harder, you know? And as it gets harder, you start to look at excuses. So you're like, oh, maybe it's this. Maybe it's my ex-girlfriend. Maybe it's this regret in my life. Maybe it's my fans. Maybe it's my friends. Maybe it's because I lost this job. So you start to look at things that like you can lean on and try to fix. But in reality, it's like go to the gym. In reality, it's like go tackle what you need to tackle. Go out and socialize. In reality, it's like make that video. You know what I mean? Like in reality, it's live life. But you get so caught up in shit where you start to get lazy. So you decide to just lean on things that you feel like you're writing that sad story for yourself so you can lean on it. But you don't even want to lean on it. But you're just like, you know what I'm saying? And then you start doing shit like you start drinking and you start smoking. Like, I'm not saying drinking and smoking are bad. At the end of the day, live your life. There's people that are drinking and smoking and going for runs and working out and traveling the world and have a beautiful relationship. It's not about like, I think the end of the day is if you're not living your life, you're missing out. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, it's tough. It's all tough. I'm not saying it. These are just words coming from the top of my head, but it's all tough stuff. But, you know, my dad used to tell me at the end of the day, just live your life. As crazy as that sounds, at the end of the day, just live your life. You know? Annie, thank you. And if that means you have to work really hard, if that means you want to have fun, it's gonna be all of it. You know what I mean? Mary, thank you. So it's hard to just hear like at the end of the day, live your life, but dude, you got to pick yourself back up. That's living your life. You got to reach out to that person that you want to reach out to. That's living your life. You know, it's just realizing that life just passes by. You know, it is what it is. You know, just gotta go with it, enjoy it, do the best you can every day. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. I don't know why you're not fully proud. I know, I feel like even if I was the biggest actor in the world right now, I maybe wouldn't even be fully proud. So I think it's something to do with like who I am as a person more than my accomplishments. So I think I need to change, not who I am as a person, but I need to start being happy. Instead of always like thinking what I need more, or like, I think it's like, just live the life, you know what I mean? Like, but it was always like looking for a new goal. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I don't feel good enough, so I gotta look for a new goal. Instead of just like being okay with watching a movie, being okay with scrolling through social media, being okay with having a conversation, being okay with ending a relationship, being okay with gaining a new relationship. But all these things can feel like honestly, Rushna, what's up? I feel like I avoided a lot of that stuff. Like, even Rush can tell you, I was so focused on like being famous and successful my whole life that I didn't really live life. I still lived life, but the boys would go out way more than me because I was so focused on like I need to be like successful. So I didn't really just like chill back and enjoy as much as it was like, oh, I need to be this, and that. That's gonna make me happy. Rushno is a fucking grinder. I love that. Thanks, bro. You been depressed since 2021? No, I don't think so. I don't think since 2021. I think on and off since 2020, like 2023, it started feeling like a lot of pressure. But I've had good times too. I don't think it was like all like depression, you know? I think good times too. But at the end of the day, this is how I look at it. I've always wanted what I have right now. Amy, thank you. I've always wanted to be doing big things like Rushna said, big inspiration, Rushna, you are. I've always wanted to be a leader. Love you, bro. Like I've always wanted these things. So it's like it comes with a sacrifice sometimes. You know? It comes with hard work sometimes. You know? So sometimes it's not the easiest thing ever. You know? Yeah. Amy, thank you. But it's worth it because think about it. Would you rather me sit there and do nothing? Or would you rather me stress and not stress, but would you rather me work really hard and yeah, kind of stress, but still be like doing something and accomplishing my goals and like have moments where I'm happy, like, or would you rather me just sit there and like not do anything and like, you know what I'm saying? Like avoid myself. You know, I'd rather do shit, right? Grow. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like I just got to keep following that, you know? Yeah, happy and living, but the thing that I have a tough time with that is like I got mixed up with happy and living and just avoiding. And that's where like I know that's not what you mean, but like there was a time and a place where my dad used to tell me that too. He said just be happy and live. So I got mixed up with like, okay, I'm just gonna be happy and live, but I'm gonna like avoid and just don't do anything. You know what I mean? And it's like that is like almost worse because you know what I mean? Like you gotta just like, right? You still gotta strive for your goals is what I'm saying. Like hard work is always mandatory. You know what I mean? Like you always gotta work hard. You gotta have that balance. Working really hard but also having fun. You know what I'm saying? But like hard work is like inevitable. You know what I'm saying? And having a purpose, yeah. Alcohol steals the best part of your life. It does, but at the end of the day, like, bro, some of the best times in my life were drinking alcohol. Like, some of the best times in my life was going out and having fun with my friends and drinking. I look back at it to this day from times in high school, times after high school, that I was like, damn, those were like the funnest times of my life. So it's like, that's where I get scared for people that get so caught up in the drugs that they can never do it again. It's more like, you know, I'm not going to give you advice on this, but I think it's more of just like, just living your life, but being smart. You know what I mean? Like, be on top of your life, you know? If you have no money, you can't even go buy alcohol. So, if you're an alcoholic doing nothing and you have no job, or how are you going to get money? You're going to end up being homeless. So, like, you know what I mean? So you got to be on top of your life. So you can get that alcohol for the weekend so you can have that nice house, so you can go to the gym and feel good. You know what I mean? Like, so you can do all that shit. You know, you gotta do it all. In my opinion, bro, it's just like live it all, but to the fullest. Like, cause no one cares, bro. Like, if you ask like someone like for help or something and you're talking to someone, at the end of the day, bro, they just want you to do you. You know what I mean? As lonely as that sounds, at the end of the day, people just want you to do you. Like, yeah, you care, but it's, I mean, like, you can't fix me, I can only fix myself. So it's like, you have to just like live your life. Because at the end of the day, if you want to go scroll on TikTok, you go scroll on TikTok. Okay. You want to have a drink. Okay. You want to go to the gym. Nice. You know? So it's like, you just got to do you anyway, right? Tappers, thank you. Right? I feel like there's a lot of people that recognize that, and they're like so well off. Not well off, but like they're so ahead in that way. I feel like there's a lot of people that like kind of were lonely from a young age, and since they were lonely, they were like very used to, like, they realized, you know, that you just gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was kind of like everyone my whole life was helping me. Like, I was always getting help from my family, from my grandma, from my mom, from my dad, from friends. Like, I always was like, I needed people to be like happy in a way. So for me, it's hard at the age of like 26 to like start doing shit myself. And like really yourself. You know what I mean? Like where you have nobody and you're doing it for you. Like that, it can feel like, oh shit. It's a hard thing to do. Are you happy? Yeah, like I think like I'm working on becoming happier. So I would say like there's still like a lot of work for me to do, and like what is that work? It's just staying consistent on like my goals and stuff. But am I getting happier? Yes. I've definitely been like so much happier recently because of me realizing what I'm telling you guys has been like very like kind of like you can breathe more, like, you know, you gain that and you're like, okay, yeah, I gotta do this, you know, I gotta do this for me, you know, I gotta go to the gym, you know, you start to realize like what you need to do, you know what I'm saying? So that's good, that's a good thing, because there was a time where I was like not really knowing what to do, and I would literally just stay in the house all day. And I thought that was the right thing to do. But now I look back at it, I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? That's the worst thing you could do. You should be going to the gym. Why wouldn't you? You should be going for a walk. Why wouldn't you? You should be going to a coffee shop. You know what I mean? Like, you should be doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? So there was like a time where it was almost like hiding was the answer, but it wasn't, you know? So I'm glad that I'm getting out of that lifestyle, because that, I don't want to do that stuff anymore, because it's pointless, you know? It's better to just like go out there and explore, because that's the only way you're going to grow too. You know what I'm saying? Like the only way you're going to grow is if you're doing shit. Like you need that experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even just going to a coffee shop by yourself, taking your laptop and doing your thing, you're doing your work, and talking to random people or just feeling people around you. That's a huge growth every single day. Even just going to the gym, taking that initiative to go to the gym around other people and lift weights, go on the treadmill, that's a huge, that every day, that's like massive growth. Just getting out and doing stuff like that, massive growth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when I get home, I'm gonna really lock in on stuff like that. And the beautiful part is I can take my social media too. So if I'm ever nervous or I'm ever going or I ever want to talk to people or whatever, that's the beauty part about having social media. You can always just hop on a live or you can talk to your whatever you want to do, you know, and you have people right there. So that's pretty cool. Even just doing this, even just this conversation. Stephanie, thank you. Even just having this conversation helps so much. Because imagine if I didn't have this conversation. Right? Like talking to 300 people about meaningful things. Man, that's a lot of growth. Danny, thank you. So like also not taking things for granted and being proud of yourself, you know? Being like, these are cool things, dude. These are big things. There's not a lot of people that would go on live and start talking about what they go through and what they're doing, blah blah blah, with 340 people in the live talking to them back. And I would think that's nothing because I would do it every day. Michelle, thank you. Stephanie, thank you. But that's like a massive thing. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much that you can teach other people with that knowledge. Like even when I talk seriously to other people in public, I don't like to use this word, but I was gonna say political, but my people skills, like how I go about things, like I've grown in a massive way. Like a massive way that I can't even see sometimes. Stephanie, thank you. You know? You're your own there. Stephanie, thank you, and thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you know when you see so many, you have such a big heart, and I know there's a lot of people like this, and you see all the beauty in everyone else but yourself. You do see the beauty in yourself, but sometimes you forget the beauty in yourself because all you see is beauty around you. Right? That's me a lot of the time, you know? And you got to remind yourself that your eyes are the windows to your soul. So when you're seeing all this beauty and being this beautiful person, that's because that's who you are. You know what I mean? That's because that's what your brain sees, you know? We've said this before, you know, and it's so true. So it's like, just be that beautiful person, you know, and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Be that beautiful person and enjoy it, you know? Steph, thank you. Yeah, it's hard to, you know, a lot of the times I'll be like, do you feel the confidence now? I do, and a lot of times I'll be down on myself because I'm like, oh, like I don't come from the richest family in the world, and there's rich families out there, and there's people that go to university that are smarter than me. So a lot of the time I'll be judging myself, and I'm like, oh, you don't deserve it. You think you're this like good talker, but there's people that are way better than you. And like I talk to myself like that, and I'm like, who cares where you came from? Like, why does that matter? You live your life and you see what you see, so why don't you just be yourself? Why are you judging yourself through other people? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, why are you comparing? Like, what are you doing? You know, like, you're your own experience, you know? Yeah. CJ, thank you. Yeah, no problem, guys. Thank you for being here. This has been, like, one of the best talks I've ever had. So I'm super grateful. Like, oh, dude, it's been so difficult and it's been so amazing to talk to you guys, genuinely. You know, a lot of the time we do talk, but it feels like there can be a defense in my part or whatever, and blah 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 blah. But this has been like a super genuine talk, and having those conversations is so nice. They're hard, but that's the only way to grow and feel good, is to have those genuine conversations. You know what I mean? So that's good. That's good. Thanks, guys. As much as I'm like getting mature, I realize too, I'm still so young at heart, Dad. Cal, thank you, miss, thank you. Like, there's so many things that I still have to grow up on, and I should be like, instead of thinking like I'm just this old like person, I should realize that no, dude, like, there's people that have way more wisdom than you, you know? They see that you're just this young guy, and you need to tackle that, and you need to start working on it and having fun with it, you know, because you're not like this like bad person that you think you are sometimes. You're just this young guy that's trying to figure out life. You know what I mean? So it's like people know what you go through and stuff, and it's like just live it, have fun. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think like I have to have it all figured out, and it's like you really don't, you know, right now. And no one has it all figured out at the end of the day, but I put that extra pressure on myself sometimes, so I'm trying to work on that too. Go far, you can already. Oh, thanks. Empress, thank you. Stephanie, thank you. Yeah, no, it's just, you know what? Life can. Amanda, thank you. Kim, thank you. I'm not trying to be like emotional or anything, but like, life can be so hard for everybody. You know, even relationships and stuff I've been in, I would think like, oh, why aren't these people like this? Why aren't these people like this? Whatever. But you don't really know what people are going through. And it's just very difficult for everybody. They have their own insecurities and they have their own things they're going through. And once you really start realizing that it's not like, why don't you have this? Why isn't this person treated like this? Like, you really don't know what they go through. And that's very, very clarifying, but also difficult. But it's just the truth, you know, it's life, you know? Kim, thank you, my sweetie, thank you. Toppers, thank you, 100K tops. Thanks. My sweetie, thank you. Kim, thank you. Thanks, guys. Have you learned a lot? I've learned so much. I learned so much. You know? That, like, right now, I'm ready. I know this sounds brutal, but, like, I need a friends with benefit ASAP right now. Because the things I've been through, I'm ready to run through the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to have some fun, guys, because I've worked my arse off, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a friend. I need a friend. But not just an online friend. This is the thing. You don't get fully satisfied on Snapchat. You don't get fully satisfied on, like, you need somebody that you can literally be with and have fun with and enjoy with. But it doesn't have to be serious though. You know, my last relationship, it was very like, oh, we need to get married and etc. Like, I was pushing that. And it doesn't need to be that extreme. It needs to just be like, we're having fun. You know what I mean? And yeah, it doesn't have to be so intense. You know what I mean? I think like that was more childish behavior in a way, like thinking like we got to get married and all this stuff. But I just want to like go out, party and have fun. Of course, be safe, right? But like, enjoy, meet new people, all that good stuff, dude. You know what I'm saying? And like, have fun. Yeah. Yeah. And it's hard for me though, because it's hard to just like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do sometimes. But that's why in like 20 minutes, I'm just gonna go down to the bar, maybe see some people, you know, enjoy. I realized like you don't really have to say anything. You can just sit there, have a drink, maybe spark up a conversation, talk to somebody. You know, it doesn't have to be too much pressure. And just enjoy, you know, and just listen. Yeah. Yeah. And it's vacay. Exactly. It's vacay. The shirt's nice, eh? Banana Republic. Remember I got it? Let her come to you. I had a very... I was at the bar just now, and I had a couple people. I think a couple people are hitting on me. I think, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, I'm as bad as it sounds, I'm kind of thirsty for that intimacy, a little bit. And it's kind of embarrassing to say, I'm not gonna lie, because it is a little personal, you know? But I can tell, like, I'm trying to find that, like, you know, a little bit of that. Yeah. I guess it is natural. Yeah. Nina, thank you. Do you think girls like intimacy too? Or do you think it's just guys? Or do you think girls like to go out and have that feeling as well? True, eh? So it's a nice feeling for everybody, I guess, to have like a little bit of intimacy. Nice. Yeah, you do have to be careful though, yeah. Are you out of rehab? No, I'm still in rehab since 2022. I know it's 2026 now. I'm still here. But I think the 5-year program's the best for the weed. I think if we bump out the 5-year prog, I think that might be the best for the weed, you know? One more year after this. Also, it's pretty awesome, but the government's paying for, I don't have to get a job. I'm getting free food, TV, Xbox. I don't need the weed anymore. It's not a bad thing. So I'm not saying that's the reason I'm here, but it's helping, you know. But yeah, I think next year we are gonna get out of here. So let's go team. Starting to lag again. Why is it lagging? Mary, thank you. Alright guys, I'm gonna go check out what's going on for a bit. And I will be back later. I don't know when, but I will be back later. Alright? Alright, see you soon. Love you guys. So sweet, Mary, thank you. Alright. Josie, thank you. I'll be back later. Thank you, ladies. Excuse me. Bye.